Hi, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to Twin Flames Defined. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance and the magnitude of your twin flame journey, because a lot of people don't really quite understand about how important our journey really actually is. And a lot of people don't have this information to pass down and share with a lot of other people, especially because when twin flames go through their awakenings, usually they are going through the dark night of the soul, and so they keep to themselves. They get scarred and they get burnt by sharing their story with people, because there's so many unhealthy people trying to stop the twin flames, right? So we don't have understanding of previous twin flames in our society. Like, the mainstream doesn't really know. Like, when I talk to anyone about what a twin flame is, most people, 99% of the people, don't even know what a twin flame is. And if they think they know, they really have a wrong perception. Just like me, when I was awakened by my twin flame, I didn't have any understanding of what it was. I thought it was just like a soulmate. And so, to understand the severity and the importance of this twin flame life mission that you have picked with you and whatever you want to call that creative energy, God, source, Buddha, whatever you want to name it, the universe, I don't care. That energy and your soul decided that you would come down and you would raise the vibration of the planet to a higher state of frequency, and you do it in many different ways, different facets, right? But we have all this like energy and we do all this healing, and yet most of us don't even understand to the level of importance that our life journey and our life mission actually holds and carries, right? And a lot of that is due to the fact that we have a lot of opposing energy trying to stop the twin flames, right? We have a lot of opposing energy that hosts into people that surround us, that try to stop us, that try to talk bad about us, right? That try to tarnish our name, that try to act like we're just, home wreckers and all that kind of stuff. When that is, most of us wake up in relationships, right? In karmic relationships that are unhealthy. And that's what we came to heal, is we came to wake up to that unhealth and heal ourselves and heal the relationship from unhealth. And usually the karmics don't want to abide by health, right? That's very, very common. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they want to be active participants in the healing as well. But a lot of times we're seeing that that's not the case. And so let's talk about this really big life mission, and how you actually already know some twin flame stories that have been passed down generation after generation after generation, but most people don't understand that they're actual twin flames stories that they're hearing and listening to, because we don't know and we don't have that wisdom that twin flames actually existed ever since humanity has really existed, right? So I'm going to let you in on a secret that Walt Disney did something really powerful. And Walt Disney took some really big stories and really big, we call them fables, right? Of these people's lives, right? Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, right? We have all these Disney princesses that we just think that they're really cute stories that were passed down from generation to generation. And I'm here to tell you that actually those are twin flame stories, and we just didn't know them as such, right? And a lot of it, we don't get to see the masculine side, right? We just get to see the feminine, because let's face it, on the twin flame journey, the feminine side is usually more dramatic and in everybody's face than the masculine's, right? The masculine's work of healing, right, has a lot to do internal egoic stuff, right? And they're doing a lot of healing that most people aren't even aware of, right? And I think that that's why those stories don't really show the masculine side. But let's just take those stories, for example, just the three main ones, right? Cinderella, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty. Now, those divine feminines, right, they went through hell and back just to get to union, right? But after going through all of that stuff and we didn't get to see everything, obviously, because we got to see the entertainment version of it, but we got to see the main points of it. And we got to see how witches and warlocks were always in the story, right? And if it wasn't a witch or a warlock, which like Cinderella, her stepmom wasn't really a witch, right? They didn't portray her as a witch, but she definitely was doing a lot of stuff, heavy, heavy stuff to stop her. But we have in Snow White, we have the witch, right? That turned herself into the old lady and offered her the apple that made her go to sleep. Who also tried to pay the huntsman to try to murder her, right? So, and we have all of these like the roller coaster of the up and downs, right? And I want you to know, if you are a divine twin flame watching this, that you too are just like those women in those Disney princess stories, right? And yeah, we've glorified them. We've put some unhealthy details to those stories, and I'm not going to say that those are like something that we should be like looking up to, but I want you guys to know that those are twin flame stories that were passed down from generation to generation. And why that's so important is because that's how big of an impact twin flames had on our planet. That's how huge of an impact you're going to have on our planet. Your union, right? Your love for your twin is so huge, and your love for yourself, right? And your love for human life and justice and all that stuff, right, is going to be something that every single person that even shares it verbally, shares your story with someone else, it's going to touch them. It's going to raise the vibration just by knowing your story, knowing you, knowing what you went through. So when you are in your hard times, right, you're in your hard times and you have your witches and your warlocks, coming after you, right? It's doing spells and hexes and voodoo and magic on you. And they are doing everything in their power to pull you down, give you diseases, whatever it might be, right? I want you to remember that you will overcome it, and you will overcome it, and you will heal not only yourself, but every single person that ever gets whiff of your story, your journey. And my belief is that the twin flames are really, really special. We're really special in the fact that we go ahead and we have this beautiful unfolding, right? That's like really dramatic, usually, especially on the feminine side. You see a lot of dramatic ups and downs, right? Like a roller coaster. And everybody's watching, whether they want to admit it or not, right? And like, it's funny because like even the feminine's haters end up secretly watching because they are so engrossed with this dynamic story, right? And even the people that are against, right, the masculine and the feminine coming together, they are so obsessed with wanting to know what's happening next, and where, like, and a lot of the time it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of people getting excited when the feminine falls and when something bad happens to the feminine. But I want you to remember that that was the same thing was happening to the princesses, right? The same exact thing was happening to those princesses, and they were the evil energy was waiting for them to fall. And when they did, they were dancing around happy, right? They were so excited. But the princesses always prevailed because not only did they have that creator energy, the God, source, Buddha, whatever you want to call it, on their side, right? But your whole life purpose and your mission is to succeed, and you will, right? You're going to succeed. You're going to succeed in love. You're going to succeed in healing and in light. And just remember that your story will be told like over and over and over again, just like the princesses is.